Scientific research has emphasized time and again that in business situations, people buy you before they buy your products or services. It is therefore imperative for any business person who aims to succeed in contemporary times to take conscious care of their appearance and how they come across in the minds of their prospects. Talk TV on this episode engages with an experienced expert in the field of personal image and etiquette so as to explore some of the principles that engender success with a personal appearance in business contexts. He is Africa's first associate of the International Soft Skills Standards and Testing Body ITT and principal consultant at Noor Enhancement Limited. Welcome, Mr. Boye Falonipe. Now, I got this statement from one of your presentations that I listened to online, where you said, people buy you before they buy your product. And that got me.
Yes.
And that's why we tracked you down to invite you on the program. Isn't it just about selling products or services? Why do I need to worry about my appearance as an entrepreneur if I have a very good, solid product out there?
Yeah. You know, in business, you have a product that you want to sell, that you focus a lot of attention on packaging,
yes,
right? But before I get to experience that product, most times the product wouldn't speak to me. This product wouldn't make gestures to me. The product wouldn't invite me by itself. You would. And it's from the vibes that you give me. It's from your appearance, the way you look. It's from the way you communicate with me that I get endeared to you, that I get to like you, and then I want to experience your product. It is the impression that I have on you or about you that I then superimpose on the product that you have, and then I decide to try your product. Then if your product pleases me, then I continue to patronize you. But first of all, while you're trying to package your product, you must pay attention to presenting yourself in a likable manner.
So what you're telling me now is that the average prospect out there will look beyond your product at the presenter of the product first.
Certainly.
Is this proven by research or anything?
Oh yes,
Is this claim validated?
Oh yes, certainly. You know, there are big brands and big organizations, all right, that offer competing services.
True.
Even with banks. There's a reason you bank with certain banks and not with the other banks.
True.
It could be because of who is at the helm of affairs at that bank.
The face of the bank.
The face
the
of,
CEO.
Exactly. Or it could just be with the manager that attended to you. Every day we see it. You can take the statistics yourself. If you don't like a person, you would not like his product. It's just as simple as that.
Honestly, I didn't think about it as consciously as I am doing now until a few minutes ago when you and I began to talk before the cameras rolled. And I began to explore and retrospect and reflect. And I realized that there are many brands I patronize today, airline, banking, and even food. And it's all because of the personality, the perception that I have in my head about the personality of the owner. And until you made that statement on your online presentation, I didn't think about it the way I'm thinking about it now. So I've been persuaded now that appearance is critical to my performance in business.
Certainly.
When we talk about appearance, can you give us a list of the things we should be looking at?
Okay. You see, appearance is all about everything that the eye sees, the physical eyes, and then the eyes of your mind.
You're telling me we've got two eyes?
Two eyes. The eyes that see, and the eyes that see. And the eyes that see, a lot of times, are usually sharper than the eyes that see. For instance, you and I are wearing glasses, right?
Yeah. So you're talking about the mind's eye.
The mind's eye.
And the face eye.
The face eye. You see, you and I are wearing glasses, right?
Yeah.
With different focal lengths. So how we appreciate what's in front of us might differ. In fact, some people have color blindness.
Yeah.
All right. But they still have perception inside. How do blind people then get to see things? They do see things.
Their mind's eye.
Is the eyes of your mind, your mind.
So you seem to be telling us that the starting point for an entrepreneur or anyone out there who wishes to succeed with appearance and wants to begin to refurbish his appearance, the starting point is the mind's eye.
Exactly.
That's what you seem to be telling
Exactly.
me. Why is that so?
Your mind, first of all, has to see you.
Okay.
Your mind has to know you. When you know yourself, you can confer enough value on yourself.
Okay.
And then be able to project that value. Now, in projecting that value, you get feedback from people, and the feedback might not be what you want. So because your mind is aware of where you're going to, what you want to be, then you can begin to adjust the things around you.
Now, in auditing myself, I need to be able to place what I have seen of myself against the backdrop of certain variables. What are those variables I should be looking at?
You see, when you want to project an appearance that is sharp, an image that is compelling, there are certain aspects you need to be looking at. Number one, what am I wearing? The clothes you're wearing.
So, my apparel.
Your apparel.
That's one.
It says a whole lot about you. A lot can be gleaned from what you're wearing. Most times, 67% of first impression is right, 67%, and 90% of first impression is based on what you wear. It takes just about 7 seconds. It takes just about 7 seconds to make an impression of you. And if you miss it within those first 7 seconds, you might need about 16 other encounters to correct it. So your appearance, the clothes you wear, must be communicating the right message.
That's the first thing.
Your
and
body
when we
language,
say the clothes you wear, we're not exactly saying it must be sharp like Mr. Boye Falonipe.
Exactly.
Because the prospects you're trying to resonate with may not, their own values. Which brings me to, before you continue on that line, I think before we even go into the variables that you need to be looking at, shouldn't your self-audit, yes, I agree that you should begin with yourself, but shouldn't it also include auditing the prospects that you're trying to present yourself to and resonate with?
Exactly. Yes, it does. Yes,
so
it does.
You want to start by first of all looking at the marketplace that you want to sell into.
Yes.
And then find out what kind of appearance will sell with these people.
Exactly.
What kind of appearance will these people buy before they buy my product, as you have said? So if you're looking at the marketplace and you're trying to audit the marketplace to find out what is it that they will be looking out for when they see me, what are the things you need to look at? So you've now talked about the clothing apparel that I put on.
Yes.
I can extrapolate that to include the apparel in terms of the colors, the shape, the cut, and the fit, and the overall ensemble.
Yeah.
That will also include the accessories.
Yes.
Coming up. What are the variables that we're looking out for when you want to conduct that mental audit of your prospects in terms of what do they require of me by way of my appearance, then in terms of your own self-audit of what do I have by way of appearance presently, what am I projecting, how am I coming across, what are the elements that you're looking out for, the variables, by way of listing them.
Great. Your accessories is part of your apparel. Wristwatch, shoes, ties. They have, look, we're wearing a black jacket now. You're wearing a gray jacket. It could look normally very dull.
Yeah.
But what plays up your appearance, they accent, they're called accents on your appearance. What plays up what you're wearing is those accessories. In fact, you can tell the socioeconomic status of a man by just looking at his shoes.
I have read that as
So sometimes
research has proven.
Oh yes, certainly. Sometimes it's not just about the suit you're wearing or the native you're wearing. The details of the shoes, the details of the belt, the details of your wristwatch. For ladies, yes, for ladies, the details of your earrings. And it also depends on what industry you're playing in. and then who you are selling to, what industry you're playing in. There's an expectation in the eye or in the mind of your prospect about the industry that you're working in. For instance, if I'm going to a bank, there's something I want to see on every banker. There's a way I want the banker to look, because banking and legal services require a great deal of trust
and goodwill.
So I need to come into that place and see that you are trustworthy and that you can take care of yourself.
And see with my mind's eye.
Yes.
First.
Yes, I see with my mind's eye. So it really wouldn't matter what you were telling me about the product that you're selling. I'm assessing the whole of you. All right. Now, if okay, let's say I just lost my grandfather, who is a multi-billionaire, right? And you're coming to me as an investment banker. You want to take some of my estate and manage it for me.
Yeah.
All right, and then you're coming to me in a pair of jeans and a t-shirt.
You're looking generally carefree.
Carefree. So you are going to care less about my money. Okay? If I come to a bank and you're looking...
That's what my mind's eye tells me.
Exactly.
You may not necessarily be a careless person, but my mind's eye perceives and takes data from your appearance.
Exactly. If it's in the entertainment industry, you cannot compare what an entertainer would look like with what a lawyer would look like.
So what you seem to be saying is what someone has described on this program as personal branding.
Exactly.
And that in essence is, what essence do you communicate about yourself?
Yeah.
What substance are you promising with your appearance, which people come into a conclusion of within the first 7-10 seconds
Exactly.
of their meeting up with you.
Exactly.
I haven't set the parameter for discussion on the program today. Let's begin with the variables we're looking out for.
Okay, great.
What are the variables that we're looking out for when you want to conduct that mental audit of your prospects in terms of what do they require of me by way of my appearance, then in terms of your own self-audit of what do I have by way of appearance presently, what am I projecting, how am I coming across, what are the elements that you're looking out for, the variables, by way of listing them.
Great. The clothing apparel, then you have body language, which includes posture,
Okay,
gesticulation, gestures,
mannerisms.
eye contact.
Okay.
All right. Those are the aspects of body language, because your body is always speaking, even when your mouth is shut. Your body is always speaking. All right. Those are the things that people get to see.
What else?
I think those are basically the things we should focus. If you focus on those ones and get them right, you'll be good.
Let's take body language first.
Good.
And under body language, let's look at posture.
Yeah.
Now, your skeleton is your skeleton.
Yeah.
You can't do much about it. Nature has given you the skeleton it wants to give you. Once you are 21, 23, that's all. You only need now to amplify and play down as required.
Yeah.
So posture is how you arrange the skeleton in your body.
Exactly.
I could sit like this.
Yeah.
I could sit like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I could decide to stand like this, and I could decide to stand like this, and I could decide to stand like this. So posture basically is in your hand.
Yes, exactly.
As an individual.
Exactly.
How you want to arrange the skeletal bones in your body is your choice.
Exactly.
So, which means if I want to win with posture, I have 100% of the power in my hands.
Great.
Unless you have some medical condition,
Yeah.
you have 100% of the power in your hands. So, if I have 100% of the power in my hands, I need information to know how to utilize that power.
Yeah.
And that's why we have you here on the program.
Yeah.
So, what kind of posture are we looking at in business situations?
Let me give you another definition of posture.
Please.
It's called body position with a mental alignment. Body position with a mental alignment. How your body is placed versus how your mind is thinking at that particular point
So
in
they
time.
have a direct bearing on each other.
Oh yes, certainly. You see, as a business person, as a professional, you must always be aware of what your body is saying to your prospect. Not just what you want to feel, not just the way you can't not care. You need to care. Because whenever your mouth is saying something and your body is saying something else, I'm going to believe your body more.
There's incongruity. And once there's incongruity, I believe your body.
Because
it's been proven in communication studies.
Yes, because your body is speaking without thinking. Your mouth is speaking but thinking. Your body is just responding to the stimuli, and you don't want to be giving up the wrong information to your prospect or to your client.
Or even conflicting information.
Exactly.
Because that would detract from your goodwill and credibility in the eyes of, in the mind's eye of the prospect.
Exactly. Is that excitement? Most times, the things that we get to buy and patronize all the time, they might not be the best, or they might have competing products that deliver the same value. But because the person who sold it to you is just a fantastic person. Yeah. Now, he might just address good, normally good, not overtly. But the day he met you, he was smiling. All right. The day he met you, he shook your hands in a way that made you feel this person really wants to be with me. There was warmth in it. And that experience is what your mind's eye is seeing. Beyond what your physical eye has seen for the first 8 to 10 seconds, your mind's eye begin to take in information. So the moment I'm meeting you, I'm opening a file in my head and I'm putting information about you. Trust and likability are important in business. And your body should be able to communicate that all the time.
Your body posture should be able to communicate trust and likability.
Trust and likability.
How do we do that? Give us some tips.
Great. In communicating a likability, number one, you want to be open. You want to show your client that you are open to them. So if you walk into my store and while you're walking in, I sit down in my chair, all right, I slouch in my chair, and I just tell you, you're welcome, good afternoon. No, I don't feel welcome. But when you walk in, and even if I was sitting in a relaxed mode, the moment you walk in, I sit up. Or better still, I stand up. I'm showing you that every other thing here doesn't mean so much. You mean the most to me. And then
I stand up to warmly welcome you. Oh, welcome.
Yes, with an open arm. With an open arm. Hey, you're welcome here. Now, you're not saying you're welcome with your hands tucked in and behind the desk. You're folded like you want to come and shoot me, I have my bulletproof on. All right. Now that person is not coming to shoot you. He's coming to buy something. So open up. All right. You welcome that person. You stand up. You extend the hand for a shake. All right. If the person is open to it, of course, there are cultural nuances to handshake as well. All right.
Which you must also be.
Yes, you must be conversant with. All right. So you welcome that person. Then you.
So if you can't shake the hand, at least you can put your arms like this. Oh, you're welcome, ma'am.
You're welcome, and your face is saying you're welcome. All right. And that's why if you are in business, you must always consistently talk to yourself that, hey, I need to make money today. And my mindset has to be right. Because if you get up and you tell me you're welcome with a fake smile, I would read it.
Which is even worse.
Yeah, which is.
That fakery doesn't sell.
I mean, I'm going to notice it and I'm likely going to walk away. But if it comes from your belly, you have to practice to smile from your belly.
How to put it across in a convincing manner.
Yes.
I mean, I can understand standing up to greet people. Yeah. I can understand even if you are seated to sit erect.
Yes.
I can understand also, open arms.
Yes.
Even if you're not giving a hug. I mean, you can't go around
and hug a customer.
Every stranger. But if your arm is open as opposed to when it's like this, or if your sitting position is open, I mean, something like this. You're welcome, sir. Thanks for coming. Please come inside. That's more welcoming. It's more appealing than if I just sit like this. You know what I'm saying? Welcome. So what do you want to buy?
Yes.
Neighbor, attend to them.
Yes.
That sort of a thing.
Yes.
So I can understand that. When people meet you, the first thing they look is your face. I mean, we've been told today now that the first thing they look at is your shoes. Immediately they glance at your shoes, they look at your face. And your face and your shoulder and your neck, that gives them all of the impression they want to. The rest are just to either validate or invalidate that initial impression they deduce in the first 2 seconds.
You're right.
2-3 seconds.
You're right.
Look at your shoes, look at your face, your shoulder, and then they begin to confirm or affirm or invalidate what those 2 areas tell them. So how can I have a winning shoulder? What kind of ways should I arrange my posture in relation to the shoulder?
You see, I want you to look at us sitting here.
Yeah.
Number one, something can help your shoulder even if it's dropping. What you wear helps your shoulder. There's a reason we have our jacket on. There's a reason the jacket is structured in this way. It has a shoulder pad and it has an almost horizontal feel. So it broadens your shoulder. It makes you have a larger personal bubble, and that's what you should be looking at. All right. If you drop your shoulders very low, you're shrinking your personal bubble. Okay. And it's just like when you have peacocks. All right. When they want to show their power and territoriality, then they spread out. So yours should be able to spread out as well. But I don't mean raise it up in a manner that you can't sustain.
Or even projects arrogance.
Yes, arrogance or very, very plastic. But if you do this for 5 seconds, you have to drop it. So it's not consistent anyway. All right.
And consistency is key.
Consistency is key. Consistency is key. So you want to raise your shoulders.
Yeah.
All right. Make your chest. There's a natural alignment that God has created for the body. And if you follow that natural alignment, you will look good. You will have an impression on people. Even when you look at the native clothes that we sew now in Nigeria, the senator kind of. If you have a good tailor, there's a way the shoulder is sewn, that it comes to the side, and then the sleeves are joined in the way that our jackets are joined. Okay, so when you wear,
that's what gives that senator that's versatility.
Exactly.
That's promising outlook.
It gives you the spread. You need the spread. Okay, it's not arrogant, but you just want to show that, hey, I'm here, I'm present, I matter as much as you matter as well.
It projects power and essence without being arrogant.
Exactly. It projects your value as well. Okay, because that value has to come out to people. They need to be able to not just like you, but they also have to respect you.
So what if I'm wearing just a t-shirt or my buba that doesn't have a shoulder pad or that doesn't have a sleeve shaped in a particular way that gives me that horizontal feel? What can I do with my bones?
Well, you be conscious, number one.
Okay.
Be conscious. You are selling. I mean, you are there to make money, so you don't want to lose any client.
I want to be conscious.
Yeah, be conscious all the time. So don't just drop your body. Be aware of your environment.
Carry your bones.
Yes,
don't
exactly.
Just flounder it around.
When you're aware of your environment, your body will keep saying the correct things. Raise your shoulder, your chest coming out a bit. Just pump your chest a bit. I mean, not in a way that will make you feel uncomfortable. Okay, and then when you're sitting, your feet on the floor, straight.
Plant it on the floor.
Yeah, plant it on the floor.
Make it straight.
Make it straight.
Not wide.
No, you don't. No, that could be very embarrassing. And of course, yes, men and women too like crossing their feet, because it gives you some kind of balance, and then you can shift your body weight from leg to leg.
Cross it at the ankle.
Yeah, cross it at the ankle. At the knee, but do not cross it in such a way that the sole of your feet will be showing. Because if you do that in Asia, it's like you're cursing them, all right, and they won't take it lightly.
Even if you do that in Lagos, it's like you're arrogant.
Yes.
To some people, I mean, you don't come into my office and cross your feet.
Sit down.
Who are you? Cross your feet.
Yeah.
If you're Dangote, I'll tolerate you.
Oh yeah, why wouldn't
because
you?
I'm going to make some business.
Yeah.
But the customer is always right though. But if you are the one who is selling, because the pendulum has shifted, you are the one who is there to make a sale.
Yeah.
So you don't come into people's office and then you cross your feet and you act like you are the man of the manor. You know, it's like a fiance who is in the in-laws house, the will-be in-laws house, and is crossing his feet and his shoes are showing. The in-laws are going to look at him like, who the heck is this
You've
guy?
lost your wife to be.
Most probably. So that's one area. Ability to push your chest out, not in a very extreme manner. Ability to keep your shoulder erect keep it around like that. And like I always tell people, somebody is always watching. Even when you're having praise worship in the church, or you are praying in the mosque, or when you close your eyes in the church, there's somebody somewhere who is looking at you. Maybe deliberately, intentionally, or unintentionally, their eyes will just flick around and see you. And immediately they form an impression of you, even when you are not conscious of it. So you must always be conscious of how you carry your bones.
Conscious.
How you carry the skeletal bones in your body, because that forms a posture that sends data to people, and it is that data people process and form the impression of you much more than the words you speak about yourself.
Exactly.
Now we've talked about posture. And the shoulder, how you should carry it as a businessman. Coming up.
When you can adapt to your clients or to your customers' class, it shows that you care about them.
Okay.
It shows that you want to relate with them. And once you're able to communicate that, they don't care where you're from anymore. They just want to associate with you.
What else should we be looking at when we're talking posture?
Okay. The hands speak a lot, a whole lot.
How do you mean?
You see, we've been talking here, and one of the things that would make this conversation interesting when I see it later is I look at your body language. You're not boring with the hands tucked behind you and just in one position.
Okay, so projecting liveliness,
yes,
animation,
yes,
I mean animatedness and
yes,
aliveness,
yes,
is not only about the posture you evidence,
yeah,
but also mannerism.
Mannerism, your gesture, the way
how
you
gesture
use your
with
hand.
your hand.
Yes, exactly, exactly. For instance, if I want to tell you, if I say, I'm serious about what I'm saying, and I have my hands in my pocket, and I say, I'm serious, I'm really serious, as against, I'm serious, I mean this. Which is more believable to you? The one where you can see my hand.
Because this has reinforced
exactly
the meaning that
exactly.
they're expressing verbally.
Exactly. I'm serious. Then this is, I'm serious, I'm open, I'm truthful. Okay? Now, so if you want to communicate that, then you want to make your hands show. Most of the time in business, okay, yes, you can have one hand in your pocket, but the other hand should be out to communicate. It completes the communication cycle. Okay.
So don't joke with the importance of the hand.
No.
The palms.
No.
And your wrist.
It's very, very important.
So mannerism can tell me about your social status.
Yeah.
Can tell me about your nature.
Yeah.
I may be wrong,
yeah.
but I'm drawing inferences.
Yeah.
And in selling, life is not fair.
Yeah, it's not.
So you come to me, there's a mannerism that I associate with guys with touts at the motor park. There's a mannerism I associate with professionals like lawyers.
Yeah.
There's a mannerism I associate with people who are into classical music and jazz music.
Yeah.
And there's a mannerism I associate with people who are Ibile.
Yeah.
So
yes.
all I need to do as a businessman or entrepreneur is to figure out what kind of mannerism would work with my prospective targets,
exactly,
my target audience.
Yeah.
So if I get to the motor park and I want to sell maybe my dry gin or my herbal mixture.
Yeah. And you're also a businessman, by the way, doing that.
Yes. I want to sell my herbal mixture. I shouldn't go there and begin to demonstrate the mannerisms that will work with people who love classical jazz, people I'll find at Muson Center. Or the mannerisms that will work with them. It's not likely to work with the guy who wants to buy my my gin at the motor park.
Yeah.
And I have to just tone down and recalibrate my mannerism. So you seem to be saying here that what Shakespeare said many, many years ago, that the world is a stage. Yeah. And we're all there to perform our roles.
Exactly.
So as an entrepreneur, you're an actor of some sort. And it's not hypocrisy if you're able to facilitate, and program yourself and your body to evidence the posture that will win for you. And once you're convinced that this is the market you want to sell into, and you conducted an audit into that market, and you're convinced that this is what this market requires by way of mannerism, you should just go ahead and get yourself those mannerisms. Get those mannerisms or starve to death.
Yeah, you know what that. I mean, you've said some really fascinating things here, and it makes it even more interesting when you can adapt to your clients or to your customers' class. It shows that you care about them.
Okay.
It shows that you want to relate with them. And once you're able to communicate that, they don't care where you're from anymore. They just want to associate with you. So if you go to the corporate offices, the regular corporate offices in VI, and then you dress in suit, you act nice, prim and proper, yes, they know that you're thinking about them and you're acting like them. It's also called rapport building, okay? Rapport building, when you're able to assume the lifestyle of your prospective client, okay? Like you said, you want to go to the motor park, then you have to act like them, speak like them, all right? And I think our politicians know how to do that a lot, you know? And that's why you have some of them very successful. Yes, exactly. Some of them are very successful while others are not. When they're in the red chamber, they know how to behave, act, gesture in the red chamber. And when they get to the street for street rallies, they know how to present themselves. It's all about appearances. It's all about appearances.
How you project yourself.
Yes.
For instance, if I were to sell my product to Dr. Christopher Kolade, for instance, there is a certain kind of mannerism that will work and serve with him. When I go to sell to, for example, Davido, there's a certain kind of mannerism that will work. If I move over to try to sell to, for instance, an Ibukun Awoshika, there's a kind of mannerism that will work with her.
You're right.
And as a businessman, as an entrepreneur, I need to be conscious of the kind of mannerism that I project. I shouldn't leave it to nature. Exactly. Because some of us will say, that's how I was created. You leave me. What is wrong?
You can't be casual about it.
You can't be casual. You have to be intentional. You have to be deliberate.
Intentional is
fantastic.
Intentional is the word.
Now, you talked also about gesture. As a student of communication, I know that research and empirical studies have shown us that the human face is capable of evidencing over 5,000 gestures. So we tend to undermine the resource that our face is in communication, in presenting ourselves, in self-presentation and deployment to a prospect that my product or my service is worth is money.
Number one, for the face.
I think it depends on what you're selling.
Yes.
I mean, that's a no-brainer.
Yes. It depends. It depends on what you are selling. But you must focus on the eyes.
Okay.
The eyes are very, very important.
It's a window to the soul.
Oh yes, it is. You need to maintain eye contact.
All right.
At least 70% of the time you are conversing with that person. Okay, that's the standard. At least 70%. Now, why we say 70% and not 100% is because when you maintain 100% gaze at someone, into someone's eyeball, that's called staring. And when you stare at people, they are not comfortable with staring. There's usually a triangle on the face that you can focus on, all right, that makes you still maintain that eye contact without necessarily
boring into their eyes.
Like you have a drill bit into someone's eyes. Okay, so you can around the forehead, towards the nose, and towards the mouth.
That's the triangle.
That's the triangle.
So it's an inverted triangle.
Yes, exactly.
An inverted triangle.
Exactly. You know, of course, there are other wider triangles for other kinds of relationship. If it's a social one, then you might extend a bit to the chest, and even if it's an intimate one, maybe your wife, then you can extend it to anywhere. But for a business situation, the face is
down to the chin.
Yes, it's just good. And then eye contact, maintaining eye contact says you are confident, and then you're telling that person you're also important. Imagine if I'm saying something important to you, like now. I'm saying something very important. That is important that you have eye contact. And I'm not looking at you. I don't look believable. Okay, so you have to maintain eye contact. The next thing is the smile.
What about in some cultures where maintaining eye contact is considered as rude?
Yeah, there are places like that.
So you have to be conscious.
Yes, you have to be.
Oh yes.
Nuances
of the environment you operate in.
Oh yes.
For example, even in Nigeria, in some parts of the country, it's considered rude for a woman to look a man in the eyes. In the eyes. You know, so you find the ladies in those cultures always looking to the ground. That's how they show that they are cultured. And it's also considered rude in some cultures around Africa here for you to look an elder in the eyeballs for more than a second.
Yeah.
So you find people doing a fleeting check.
Yeah.
So you have to be conscious.
Yes.
But generally speaking,
Yeah.
eye contact is very important.
It's very important.
It gives reassurance that you care about the person. Yeah. It also shows that you are not hiding anything.
Yeah.
Because when your eyes begin to move and shift around, people think you're shifty and untrustworthy.
Yeah. Untrustworthy.
So you were going to talk about the smile.
Yes, the smile is also very important. You see, my little baby understands what a smile is. From a day 2 old, they understand what a smile is. A smile is the most universal body language.
Wow.
Everybody understands what a smile is, okay? And it helps you to smile, really, because when you smile, when you make that smile come out, somehow you release some feel-good hormones in your body as well. When you release this feel-good hormone, when you feel good, you can serve better. Remember, you're in business to serve, and I'm going to feel the energy with which you're serving.
And your mood and your feeling is contagious.
Oh yes, certainly, certainly.
It triggers off some things in your brain when you smile.
Yeah.
And your brain realizes this is happy time.
Yes.
And your brain invariably triggers all of your body organs to align with that happy time mood.
Yeah, your shoulder then begins to say it, all right? Your hands begin to say it, all right? Your eyes begin to say it, and your prospect listens. They hear it. They hear it. It's like
they hear what your body is saying.
Yes, it's like you're giving off energy, and they can feel it. And if you keep that smile,
and energy is contagious.
Yes,
that's why you don't feel tired now. But if I yawn, I can assure you, if I yawn twice or thrice in a row within 5 minutes, within a minute you are going to yawn.
And I'm going to beg you not to yawn.
Because it's contagious.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is. So smile as often as possible. Smile. Show that you're happy with what you are selling. If you don't look happy, if you don't look convinced, if you don't look excited about the world you live in, why do you want to bring me into it?
I go into some people's shops and they're just glum. How much is this? And I'm feeling drained. I want to get out of that place as quickly as I can. So these things are very critical to success.
Oh yes. I know that
insurance sales reps.
Yes,
I've mastered this.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello. And they're always going at you. Hello, Mr. Padiola. Oh, it's so wonderful to have you here.
Yeah.
I was in your office the other day. I met with your secretary. They delivered my message.
Yeah.
And then when you go into their offices or insurance people come into your office, they're pumping you.
Exactly.
How are you, sir?
Exactly.
Oh, nice style you have there.
Yeah.
And they're smiling, and I'm wondering, what's so funny?
Yeah.
But before I know what's going on, my mood has changed.
Yes.
Because I've seen that happen again and again.
Yes.
When insurance salesmen come into my office or financial investment people, I get people come into my office often. And perhaps I'm just in one of those moods when they come in. So I just want them to say their stuff and go out of respect for whoever sent them down. But before I know it, I'm already entertaining them. I'm abandoning my work and I'm spending 25-30 minutes with them talking about sundry issues because of their aliveness and animatedness they are projected.
Coming up.
But we've been talking largely about persons who carry their products and peddle it around. What about organizations where you sell online? So how can I get my prospects to experience me, my body language?
Your appearance, your body, then becomes your online face. Yeah, they brought life into the room.
Fantastic.
It brought life into the room.
And it's amazing that I didn't even think about it until you started saying it now.
Yeah.
And I began to see that, okay, Femi, you need to correct something.
Yes. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be that you're in happy mood for you to project happy time.
Exactly.
But it's about you projecting happiness first, and then your brain will begin to make your body happy.
Exactly.
And before you know it, the chemicals, the happy chemicals, because we have happy chemicals and sad chemicals in our hormonal structure.
Certainly.
So the happy chemicals will be triggered and they'll be released into your bloodstream, and that's how you get happy.
Exactly. You're right. It's not just about you, it's about the other person. When you continue to think like that, when you continue to think, I care about this person, When I know you care about me, I'm going to buy your product. It's as simple as that. When I know you care about me, from the way your body is speaking to me, from the way your body looks, I'm going to buy.
From the gestures on your face,
I'm going to buy your product. Or at least I will try your product. What you want from me? Do you know that some salespeople are so bad, they're even offering things for free and people don't want it?
you don't want it.
It's free because they don't like the person. They don't.
Subconsciously.
Yes,
Most times.
they just want to walk away from you. So you must be
And there are
that
people
person they
who
want
have
to come
bought
to.
products that we don't really need.
Yes.
And we buy those products.
Yes.
I've done that.
Yes.
I mean, I don't really need the product, but I like the person who is offering the product. So I buy it and keep at home so that I can gift it to someone someday.
Exactly.
Or I buy it and go and use it. Or I buy it and don't even take it home. I just buy it and give it to somebody in the office there.
Yeah. You know, and you know,
So
sometimes
you seem to be telling us now that it is what they have projected that sold us those products.
Exactly. I want to trust you. You see, over our lives, we get to move into different businesses. That means one may be working this year and it's not working next year because of economic situations, right? So,
or passion can change.
yes, passion can change. Priorities in life can change,
yeah.
all right? I liked you when you were selling product A. It was you that I liked, and I bought product A. When you start selling product B, I will try product B because I like you.
When you were selling product
When you were
A.
selling product A.
I mean, there are some bankers that I've seen that when they change their employment, they move from bank A to bank B. You find many of the customers.
They take their customers with them.
Moving with them.
Exactly.
And it has happened across sectors.
Yeah.
So I totally agree with you.
Right.
I mean, in religious organizations, some pastors will leave their parent church to start their own, and you find a lot of the congregation moving down with them.
Exactly.
So it is still the same gospel, the same message. It is still the same spiritual essence and offering.
Yes.
But the personality of the leader of the church has made the congregation move from the parent church to the new church that is being constructed.
Exactly.
Wow.
Fantastic.
But we've been talking about those who carry their products around. We still come to talk about apparel because I'm sure a lot of people are itching to find out what we're going to say about apparel.
Okay.
But we've been talking largely about persons who carry their products and peddle it around. What about organizations where you sell online? I mean, I've interviewed people on this program who sell a wagon just by placing orders online on Instagram.
Yeah.
And there are people who do ready-to-wear ethnic traditional wears now, and you never ever visit them. You don't even know where they are.
Yeah.
You don't even know who they are.
Yeah.
But you've seen their picture somewhere on Facebook. But generally, you just place your orders online and it's delivered to you. I mean, we do a lot of that these days.
Oh yeah.
How do you communicate your body language?
Yeah, that's interesting and tricky.
Seeing that it works now,
Yes.
I'm sure a lot of people will want to use it.
Yes.
How do I do that?
E-commerce is here. E-commerce is here, and it's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere.
It's not going. So you better just adapt to it. Okay, like you said, some people don't even meet their prospects, but they still get to serve.
So how can I get my prospects to experience me, my body language?
You know, if your appearance, your body, then becomes your online face.
Okay.
Your online face. What does your website look like? What does your social media page look like?
Wow.
What does your WhatsApp status look like? Since I
What
cannot.
are you projecting?
What are you projecting?
A lot of us just take all these things.
No, you don't. You have.
Oh,
you see,
dear.
you see, many interviews now take place online. And even before those interviews take place, or even before the pitches take place, they would have gone to your profile, to your online profile, your LinkedIn profile.
To check your.
All right, your Facebook profile, your Instagram profile. What are you posting consistently? Do you have a professional picture? You see, I see some things on LinkedIn and I'm so angry.
Someone will just snap a picture in the dark.
Yes. And then you find some people writing their names on LinkedIn and it's starting with a small letter. Name and surname, and it's starting with a small letter. Already, I know that you cannot work in my organization.
Unless you're in the creative sector.
You
Unless
understand?
you're trying to sell creativity.
Exactly.
I'm not likely to take you serious.
No, I wouldn't.
And if I don't take you serious, I won't take your product
I won't take your product. And I wouldn't believe you can offer me that service. Okay? Are you the kind of person that just keeps sharing and forwarding junks? Things that people don't need.
Since this is about personal appearance,
yes.
I know you're an image consultant.
Yes.
And you have a passion for this.
Yeah.
But I want us to restrict that image discussion to appearance on this episode.
Yeah.
So what you seem to be telling me is that the posture you evidence in your pictures and videos online will tell people a lot about you, and that immediately they transpose on your product or your service.
Yeah.
So what you seem to be saying now is that if I find myself wearing a cloth that's not going to sell me online, I better don't post that.
Yeah, don't.
If I'm serious about succeeding in my business.
Don't.
If I find myself slouching in a picture that has been posted online, I better find a way to delete it and take it out.
Yeah.
We don't do this. I don't do this. I mean, for me, it's just about, okay, we were at a workshop today and this is where we are, and I just post.
Yeah.
You know, now that you're just talking about, I'm thinking, whoa, I've posted many things online that I never thought, I never audited.
Audit
I never audited it. I just post. For me, it's just like, okay, this is where we are today. Oh let's post it. Wow.
Remember that someone may just be encountering you for the first time online.
True.
And it's still the same first impression that you're trying to manage.
True.
And it has to be good, and it has to be consistent, and it has to be congruent with what you are selling.
Congruent with
what you are selling.
I am selling. In fact, that phrase, if that's the only thing some of our viewers take away today, they will have taken away so much. What you project with your appearance has to be congruent with what you are selling. It has to be in alignment with what you intend to sell. Let us find out if there are other things we've not discussed about body language. Aside posture, what about comportment?
See
how you comport yourself.
You need to carry yourself in a manner that shows that you love yourself. And then you need to be aware of the social situation that you find yourself also.
That you embed yourself.
Yes, exactly. You need to, you see, there's a way you behave when you're at the cinema. And there's a way you behave when you're at a black tie event.
True.
There's a way you behave at a serious meeting, at a serious business meeting. There's a way you behave and carry yourself when you are at a cocktail, a networking cocktail. You know, so you need to be aware of all these things, and you need to learn them. Be conscious, because what you need to be doing is preparing yourself for the future that you want to be in. Prepare yourself for the future you want to be in.
So that alignment and congruency that we've talked about must constantly dictate even where the social situations you embed yourself in relation to the posture that you evidence in those social situations. So it's not just about business situation, because our business life and our social life have mixed up these days.
Certainly.
There's no demarcation line anymore. If we're talking about comportment, what are the elements or variables we'll be looking at? I know that your sitting position, your standing position, as well as the way you walk will come into comportment. What other things? Will behavioral issues come in?
Handshake is also very important. Handshake is very important. I mean, just look at your average day. How many times you get to shake hands with people in your office? Maybe on an hourly basis, you get to shake hands. And every time you shake hands with someone, you're communicating something about yourself to that person. All right? You're telling that person it's either, hey, I like you, I respect you, and you are important. Or you're communicating, no, you're not here. For instance, maybe we should try to shake hands. Now, if you try to shake my hands and I do this to you, I'm showing you that it's either, hey, I'm timid.
Yeah.
You're intimidating me, or I don't have your time. Like just go. And some people feel it's just communicating class. No, no, it's not. When you want to shake hands, make sure it is firm. Make sure it's web to web, firm, with a firm grip, firm but not crushing grip.
Okay.
And then you pump the hand. While you're pumping the hand, you maintain eye contact.
Okay.
And then there's a smile. You know, within 5 seconds, you're saying a whole lot of things. I like you. I'm here, you're here. I matter, and you matter.
Wow.
All right. But while you're shaking hands, don't hold the hands forever.
Okay.
And keep the greeting going on and ask about the person's family history while you're shaking hands. How are your children?
So we shouldn't do that.
No. 3 to 4 pumps while you say, hello, it's nice to meet you, with a smile. And then you drop the hand. All right. And then the defenses are down. You can continue to communicate.
Okay.
Right,
and don't do.
No.
Except you are selling to
showbiz. Yeah, exactly. Or maybe it's
don't tap.
Yeah, you don't tap. You don't tap in a corporate
Because
setting.
I noticed that you didn't do all of that.
No. Hello.
How you doing, sir?
And then you release the hand, and then you continue
Hello.
speaking. And then,
how you doing, sir?
And you see, having the second hand on the hand does not mean anything, really. It's just.
But we do that in this culture.
It's patronizing. All right. Now you can leave your president. You can leave your president or commander in chief to shake his soldiers and do something like this. Okay. But you don't reach that far. This is just enough.
Okay.
Okay.
What if you want to show respect?
Show respect.
Because we are a respect conscious society.
Yes.
And that's why this is
yes. You don't need to put both hands. Okay. I mean, yes, you can curtsy.
Keep your hands by your side.
Yeah, keep your hand by your side, and then you can curtsy. Of course, if I'm shaking an elderly person, if I'm shaking the president, I won't stand up to the president, and I'm a Nigerian, all right. I'm not American, so I can curtsy, all right. Even in Britain, you get to curtsy to all right. I mean, if it's someone who's much older than you.
What about putting your arms by? I mean, you shake.
Yes.
Put your hands by your back.
Yes. You can do that. You can do that.
That's allowed.
Yes, that's allowed.
Okay.
That's allowed.
So that can be a substitute for.
No. This is subservient. You're beginning to put yourself at the base of that person. You don't want to do that, even if the person is much older. That person wants to see confidence. Communicate that confidence.
Okay.
All the time.
So we can still show respect without going.
Yes.
All the way.
Yes.
So you have your palms behind you.
Yeah.
Put it back on your side.
Yeah.
And move in.
And be conscious of the grip. Firm but not crushing.
Okay.
Firm but not crushing. And then with a smile and with proper eye contact. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Good.